Hey there, my fellow language gamers, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Matthew Boyle. I'm the creator of this language learning card game right here. It's called Heading into Language Land, and you can learn more about it at languagecardgames.com or right here on my YouTube channel. We're playing online every Saturday with the virtual version of this game, and you can come out and join us. The events are free and we welcome all levels, and we play in several different languages. We keep them in a rotation. We have different active groups going for different languages. So if you're interested, definitely check out the schedule at languagecardgames.com and sign up to play. I've done a lot of videos about this game on my channel. We've done a lot of playthroughs and explanation videos. This particular video today is to focus on what are essentially the pickups in this game. So there are 10 pickups, 4 swords, 4 Earthshaker staffs, these are like magical staffs, and 3 horses. And I'm going to explain how each of these work. Really quickly, before I jump in, I want to show you something really cool about the cards. If you have them in order, they convey a sense of movement. So the sword is unsheathed, and the Earthshaker staff begins with a magical explosion, creating this great chasm in the earth and blasting the trees away. And then over time, the earth grows back and vines grow around the staff. And the horse, standing there serenely and quietly at first, rears up and then turns, and the eye grows more red. So that's kind of a cool little feature I just wanted to point out. Okay, now how do these cards actually work? So in this game, you build a quote-unquote board using the cards as spaces. So you shuffle the cards, you build a board, and then you move around discovering different things by flipping them over. So if you flip over a card, and let's say that this card was a sword, well, to pick up a pickup, to bring it onto your team, you have to pass a topic on that card in your target language. So you would roll a d6, roll a dice, and then speak about one of these topics. Now you can see the topics are 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you roll a 1, that's a bit unlucky. The next player going around the circle, the next player would choose your topic off the card and they can try to trip you up. If you roll a 6, that's more lucky. You can choose the topic on the card. And then 2, 3, 4, and 5 are obviously on the card. So the sword card is actually a bit difficult because it focuses on sword topics. Okay, number 2 is wound. That's a bit easier. So something like a cut, a scrape, a bruise, a burn. But then we get into sword types like long sword, short sword, katana, maybe a saber, or a scimitar, something like that. There's different names for different types of swords that are out there. And then sword parts would be like the blade or the tip or the pommel. There's different, you would have to look up a sword diagram to know some of those. And then sword names are actually names of famous swords, like the most famous one being Excalibur. But different cultures and different places in the world have famous swords with particular unique names for those swords. So name is different from type here. But if you can succeed to talk about the topic or give an example of the topic in your target language, then you get to pick up the sword. Now, what does it allow you to do? Well, automatically, it's going to add 1 to your battle rolls. So it gives you an edge in battle. You don't even have to do anything more. If you fight other players and you have a roll-off, you have more power. End of story. Okay, but in addition to that, if you ever pass one of sword's categories during a battle with another player, then you also can cycle one of their characters. So this will allow you to target other players' character cards and get rid of them. Okay, so there are 2 rules there on the card, 2 benefits to having the sword. Let's move on to the Earthshaker. Let's say that you flip over this card because you want to move to here and you reveal an Earthshaker card. Okay, well, you passed the topics like we spoke about before. There, the topics are season, disasters like earthquakes or a fire or a flood, gemstones like jade or diamond, planet layers like the crust, the mantle, the core, and so on. As you can see, the categories tend to get more difficult the higher the number. Okay, but if you successfully pass the topic and pick up the Earthshaker staff, how does it work? If you pass one of Earthshaker's categories, you may choose to roll a dice, and on a 4 or higher, you can choose an adjacent space and deal all players there 1 LP damage. So I would roll this dice. If I get 4, 5, or 6, then I can deal a damage basically to a player who's on a space next to me. So let's say another player was here, then I can automatically give them a damage and there's really nothing they can do about it. So this is more of a long range weapon. You actually don't use it when you are on the same space battling a person. Well, actually, you could activate it there, but then the damage is dealt to somebody who's next to you. So the damage can't be here because that would endanger you. It's a very powerful weapon, so it has to blast over to another card. That's how the Earthshaker staff works. And then for the horse, okay, if you succeed to bring the horse onto your team, now here's how the horse works. Pass one of horse's categories, and all of your horses gain +1 speed on your next turn, including this one. Okay, so what is this talking about? What is speed? On the bottom left of every card, there's a speed rating. The horse has a speed of 2. Most characters have a speed of 1. And so that's why we tend to move around the board 1 space at a time, revealing the card next to us, moving over to it, and so on. But the moment you have a horse on your team, that increases your range. Now you can choose a space up to 2 spaces away to move to. So you have a range of 2 all around you. You're not seeing a very big board right now. I just made a line of cards, but usually we have a 3x3 grid or a 4x4 grid. So now you can look up to 2 spaces away to choose somewhere to move because you have a horse. You can do that all the time. But in addition to that, if you ever pass a horse category, a horse that's on your team, then all of your horses, including this one, and you might have more than one, all of your horses will have speed 3 on the next turn. So every time you pass a horse category on your next turn, you have an additional speed bonus, and your speed or your range goes up to 3. So you're going to be able to basically cross over the whole board in lightning speed and lightning time, go to locations right away to seize upon their advantage or their benefit, or go directly to sort of surprise attack a player, and players will not easily be able to move away from you or escape from you. The horses give you great speed and great maneuverability. If you have any questions about these pickups, then you can let me know in the comments section down below. But that's a pretty brief overview. There's some other things here related to the bottom left ratings, such as the speed and weight of things. You can't carry too many weapons, for example. If you don't have enough characters, you would have to offload some weapons and things like that. But this is just, sort of a brief introduction to them. Okay, I hope this helps. Hope you're enjoying the game, and I hope to see you in an online game event real soon. Bye-bye for now.